So here's the pool the next day. It's about 5 in the afternoon. I have it currently turned off because I'm going to need it off for a minute anyways. I ran the hose till, maybe almost 10 p.m. last night. Put it on at 6 this morning, so it's been running for very shortly, almost 12 hours, and I'll see how long I'll leave it on for. Getting ever closer. We really made some headway. It's above the jets. It's above the stair jets. Above the Polaris port. And look at that. We're actually up on the skimmer trim. The skimmer trimmer. Already. But we're not there yet. You can see where the water line usually is there. I need to get to that and even above that because I got a lot of vacuuming to do. The water is a light green. The green is because the bottom is green, and that makes the whole thing look that way. When the bottom is blue and clear, it looks blue and wonderful and inviting. All of the tree shit is, of course, on the surface. Nothing I can do about that at this point. But the only thing I can do right now is put in some chlorine tabs. I also turned the solar on today. I don't know what the temperature is, and I have not put the thermometer in over here because the water is a bit grody for that. But we are indeed getting ever closer. Let's go and purge the solar, being that everything is off now. So here's the extension piece that Lexmark's 567 and I cobbled together. It runs through here. You can see right there. I need to empty that out. And it comes over here to this valve. I have no way of turning this valve unless I have two hands. So bear with me. Here he is. Not freezing. Not freezing at all. It's not bad, really. It's still chilly, but anyway, there we go. Looks like that drained out nicely. Let's go put some chlorine in. Yes, the ACs are running, so I'm sorry, but you'll have to deal with the noise. They need to run because they have not all winter, and this is the first run of them, which there's already been a video on. Good news! Not a single drop anywhere. I shut the pump off, I don't know, 20 minutes ago to test the ACs. Not a single drop anywhere. This is absolutely fantastic. It hasn't been this way since like I moved in. It's always been, you know, real drippy and all kinds of stuff. So anyways, let me get you on the tripod and we'll open up the chlorine feeder. Let's see if I can open it here first. I have not opened it at all this year. Oh, not even tight. No big deal. I hear some air in there. That's good. Put that down. It is empty, of course. And go put some chlorine in. So here is a chlorine tab, 3-inch. I order these online. I used to order from a company called Doheny, but there's another company that offers the same or sometimes even lower prices by just a couple dollars, but hey, you know, if you could save a couple bucks, you know, why not? And this company is called In the Swim. Most times there's a lot of water in here, and you want to be careful dropping your tabs in because if it splashes on you, that's bleach water, and it'll bleach out your clothing. You want to make sure you're not wearing anything you care about. For my pool and my feeder, I put 6 tabs in and leave the control on it set to maximum. With the water balanced and everything in check, this lasts me about a week. We're going to go ahead and put the top back on. That's all I'm going to do. It was kind of loose before. In fact, this is even tighter than it was at this point, but still not bad. We'll leave it just about there. We're ready to pick it back on. And the pump is caught prime, and off we go. Excellent. Let's go take a look at the pool. Seems to be running. Oh, a couple of birdies. The wildlife, ladies and gentlemen. The wildlife. Huh. Well, looks like we're back up and running, and at least this way I'll get some much needed chlorine in here. I think that's the air from the solar. Oh, Birdie's got scared. So we'll wait for this to finish burping. And we should be just about back in check now. The bubbly sounds different because the water level is lower. And you don't see the nice currents of water because it's only a certain amount above the jet. And the water is sort of working against itself. In other words, if you have a puddle and you use a nozzle at the end of the hose, or better yet, a pressure washer, you can use water to sweep the water away, which is kind of an interesting principle. That's kind of what's going on here because of where the water level is. Otherwise, you'd hear it blub, 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 just like, you know, farting in the bathtub, of course. So, anyways, we have some chlorine tabs in. The water has to get over the top step and then some. And then I can start vacuuming and, of course, put the skimmers on and get the filter running and all that, but I think I want to vacuum first, so we'll do the skimmers and then a manual vacuum. But before any of that happens, I need that water, well, just about as high as it's going to be able to go. In this pool, I've never had it really, I actually have had it quote-unquote overflow once from a rainstorm. I had filled it and it was up, you know, way near the top, and then it rained like hell for like a day, and then it like really came down, one of those summer storms, and it actually went over the surface. But if I leave the hose in, what happens is the water starts leaking out from here because that's the lowest point it can get out, and it does that. That's actually a little bit lower than the height of the pool. So I never really can get it to the top. The only way, well, I can't with the hose anyways. The only way is with a big rainstorm like that where there's just a total galosh of water coming in at one time. But it's coming along. So, of course, this week it's going to get cold. It's going to be in the 50s. So I might be out here when it's in the 50s vacuuming, but we'll see. I want to do the best I can, and I think it would be privy to vacuum before even trying to filter anything. Let's go take one more look at the pump. Absolutely not a seed, not a single drop of juice.
Not a seed, not a drop of juice comes out, because this is razor sharp, and the best part of it is it's guaranteed to stay that way forever.
Excellent. There's an ant down in there. But other than that, everything is running. For how long it's not going to leak, I don't know. But it appears that that drain plug re-Tefloning that I did worked a treat. It really did. That worked out well until it needs something else. And I only see, I don't know if you can, maybe not. A couple little bubbles coming in. Just a few little tiny bubbles in there. But otherwise it's working perfectly for a change. So until the next one, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you then.